just want it all. I just want it all. Wanna break the law, shipping off the wall. Hit me when I call. Hit me when I call. Hit me at all.
Episode 2. The dating and relationships episode. That sounded so fucking generic. Yo.
We probably gonna name them something else. We'll think of something.
Whatever, we'll figure this shit out. Just as long as y'all know what the fuck we talking about.
All right, so what is an acceptable first date?
As a man? Like a woman's taking me out, or I gotta take a woman out?
In general.
Because, you know, this day and age, it'd be nice if y'all ladies start taking some high quality niggas out, but that's not happening. It's like the full expectation is on a dude to take a woman to some crazy expensive. Not if she's high quality, that's different. But if she's a straggler, Applebee's.
I love me a 2 for $20.
You gotta ask yourself whether you like the 2 for $20 or steak and lobster.
I was making faces because I'm not gonna hold you. I always like whenever I go on a date. If I really like you, I'm taking you on a date. If I want to do something, I'm taking you on a date. So that doesn't apply to everyone.
Okay.
We do it too. Fuck out of here.
That's what's up.
That's and some of these niggas be chapeadoros. It don't be only the ladies,
That's probably the first woman I've heard in history that take a nigga out. Yo,
that's cap.
First
a
date.
lot of women take men out.
Where is some places you've taken niggas to?
I've taken them out to eat. Let me see.
You took them to Applebee's or you took them to...
No, I've taken people like to... I'll go to Applebee's. I don't care. But I'll do usually like... I like doing fun stuff. So like... We could do an escape room. I booked it already.
Nice.
Oh, we going to iPick to go see this. And then I'm going to take you to my favorite bar.
Okay.
Or we're going to go bar hop. A bitch love to drink. And I love to do hookah.
Hookah is dangerous. I'm trying to cut back.
I'm trying to come back right now because my lungs ain't lunging.
My Uber the other day and my lungs was like finished.
Nah, yeah, my lungs ain't it right now.
All right,
I'm taking a break even though I'm a hookah girl. Dike.
So a first date, I find that would be acceptable. If it's somebody, well, I'm married, y'all, so I ain't fucking dating nobody but my wife, one. So you hoes, stay the fuck out. My DMs. Don't be hitting me up in the streets. None of that, B. I'm happy. But anyway.
And I'm not saying my status on there.
If I were...
if you know, you know.
If I were single and I was in the dating pool, I think it depends on the female. Like, if it's a female, I feel like, okay, she's high quality. I want to impress her. I'll take it to... It don't got to be super expensive, but it got to be something real classy. Like, I'll take it to like a Budokan or fucking Ocean Prime is nice. I like steak, so it's like my whole thing is like, you a bitch that likes steak or you like
I like
chicken wings.
I'm a seafood girl.
Yeah.
I'm a seafood girl. So like, if it's gonna be like a chain, like I like burgers and lobsters. That's my shit.
Oh, on downtown 20. Yeah. Yes, back in the day, that shit was like a good spot. Where you got...
I haven't gone to Manila, or like a seafood boil place.
Oh, like Hook and Reel, or... I don't think they got Juicy Crab no more. They closed that shit.
They have some in the city.
They do? Yeah? Okay, cool.
But I think, again, it depends on, like you said, the quality of person that you're talking to.
Because...
What they... Like, you can't expect more for yourself than you can provide for yourself. You can't be wanting a nigga take you to a 5-star restaurant and you've never ate at a 5-star restaurant on a first date.
Right.
And like people be arguing like, is a coffee date okay? It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the intention of the date. It depends on the expectations. So you gotta be clear with what you want and just...
Yeah, that's true. If they like coffee, I think a coffee date would definitely work out. I think sometimes the problem is a lot of people take people, and it's crazy. Last episode we was talking about narcissists. So a lot of people, when it come to dating, they be on this narcissist shit, and they take people where the fuck they want to go and not what the other person might be interested in. So I think that ties a lot into it too. Like if you're taking somebody on a date, like especially if you ain't got no money, don't be fucking asking nobody to go on no date. Get your fucking
date in your
money
budget.
up.
Date in your budget.
No,
that's the thing,
no
though.
Budget. You guys.
Nah, cause date in your budget.
If
you're
the
type of person,
it's a nigga I know. I ain't gonna say their name that can't pay their fucking bills, but it's taking high quality women, on these bullshit dates. Like nigga, I'm gonna leave it at that.
They're allowing it though.
They don't know because the
Oh,
narcissist.
Okay.
So it's like the outer layer is like, I got
I'm
my shit
popping. I got my
together.
shit together.
And they
but
carry themselves very well until they trap these fucking women. And it's like, damn, sis, that's crazy.
You done got.
Nah, God, you got your life ruined. And this nigga trying to put babies in bitches. Like, come on, dog.
Red flag. Red flag.
Yeah.
So a big thing with dating is you have to know your own red flags and other people's red flags. Because some people will see he got 4 baby mamas and 6 kids and think that the fifth one's gonna be different.
Yo, I know people that are wifing up chicks with kids, like 7, 6 kids, and it's like, what? And these are high quality people who got good jobs, good careers, no kids. Why do you think someone who has their shit together will fuck with somebody who doesn't have their shit together? Like, is there a diagnosis for that? Like,
But just because someone got multiple kids don't mean they don't got their shit together.
no, I'm speaking in the context.
In that context of that, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Cause shout out to the people with kids.
Yeah, I got a kid.
He said we got
Shout out
kids.
my
We
little
got kids
baby.
out here.
I love you, little baby. When you old enough to see this shit and understand, Daddy love you. Gotta shout out to your kids, man. Fuck that.
Alright. Yeah, I love my baby. She be pissing me off, but I love my baby. But no, it depends on the situation and it depends what you're looking for. Because if let's say it's like a fling or something, then a coffee date is appropriate.
Copy.
Because you meeting, vibe check, all right, let's do what we came here to do.
So
if you're dating someone to get to know them and see like if there's gonna be a relationship or something, you don't want to be like, yeah, I'm taking you. Like you don't want to be cheap. You want to make effort. But it goes both ways because if the feeling is mutual, it's gonna be reciprocated.
If it's a fling, don't you think Netflix and chill is kind of more appropriate than?
Depending.
Because Starbucks is fucking expensive.
It don't have to be Starbucks.
What other coffee shops is there? Like, because
there's a lot of coffee shops.
If it's independent, that shit is probably cost more than Starbucks.
Nah, you could a little coffee.
I bought 2 fucking Starbucks the other day with a fucking pastry, and that shit was like $30. I'm like,
you don't be using the points. That's what your problem is.
I do got my girl got the points.
You gotta use the points. You be getting free shit. You be getting
damn.
You gotta know what you're doing.
No,
but if it's like all right, because there's creeps out there. So if you're like on a dating app or something, you don't want to just pull up on somebody, even if that's what you're there for. You don't want to just pull up on somebody and you never know. You never know. So a coffee date, you meet them, vibe check them, you meet them in the public place.
So how does the dating apps work, right? Because I ain't been on I date my wife, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't been on the scene, and it's like, to me, that sounds crazy to me. Like, maybe not, because we come from the era of Skonex, MySpace, Tagged, all that shit. Black Planet. But it sounds crazy to just meet some random on a dating app, and not just to, it's one thing if you're just trying to smash or whatever, but people are actually getting into relationships and married and shit. Like,
off of dating apps, absolutely.
What are your takes on that? Because I think that's weird.
You think that's weird?
I think,
what's the difference between meeting someone on a dating app and sliding in someone's DM on Instagram?
Even sliding in a DM is kind of like, I'm not trying to marry you.
How do you know that?
That sounds crazy.
No, not right now. But I'm saying, all right, it's different. If you're looking for a fling, you never know. Sometimes things just happen. Right. Or let's say you get to know somebody that you met on Instagram or met on one of these apps. What's the difference between that and going on an app specifically for that? Because you could change your status of what you're looking for. You could put just a fling. You could look for hookup. So if you're looking for the same thing, but
I feel like that supports more the narcissistic behavior, because it's like you could be whoever the hell you want to be on social media. So it's like I could put this whole picture of I'm this great guy. Then when I meet you, I'm gonna keep it up for a little bit, and then once we're married,
it's different.
It's different.
That's the person's responsibility to get to know the person. Like if you're going for a fling, right? If I'm on an app, you could put you looking for something casual, you're looking for like relationships, like shit. Now there's certain dating apps. It's not like before, like it's just MySpace and Instagram and things like that. Now there's dating apps specifically for what you're looking for. There's shit like Tinder, where Tinder is known for being a hookup app. You go on there, you match with somebody, y'all do what y'all do, y'all go. Then there's other apps of people looking for relationships. There's a lot of kinky apps where it's like people looking for unicorns or poly people.
What's a unicorn?
A unicorn typically refers to a bisexual person that's like a unicorn. So they like both, and then couples like seek them out.
Oh, okay.
So like someone to like for them to have a threesome with.
That
Unicorn.
is
So it's
very
like a rare breed unicorn. So like yeah, there's like unicorn apps. I've used a lot of unicorn apps. I ain't gonna hold you. I've used a lot of unicorn apps. It's hard to find. That's why it's called the unicorn. But
That's
you could have wonderful experiences. But it's hard to find. So there's apps that like that. There's apps meant for poly people. There's apps meant for kinky people. There's apps. There's like fucking sugar daddy apps. And there's a lot of different dating apps out there. It's not like before where it's just like you go and they're bullshitting. Yes, you can go on a dating app, something like Facebook dating. I've never used Facebook dating.
Yeah.
But let's say something like Facebook dating and people could pursue themselves as something they're not. Or you could go on an app like Fet. You could go on an app like Fet that's meant for kinky people that is like they're looking for just sexual things or they're looking for specific fetishes.
Fetish. Oh,
yeah.
That's crazy.
So or you could go on a sugar daddy app and look for a sugar daddy. That's what you're looking for. So it doesn't you don't have to portray yourself as something not.
I was approached by a sugar mama one time and shit, and she was dead ass gonna pay me like 3 bands. She was like, not to sleep with me or anything.
For company.
Just for company. And I didn't believe it. I'm like,
there's people like that. I don't kink shame.
I was close. Yeah, she told me that now. I fucking stand up for my marriage and be a faithful black man. And when I told her
it's about communication.
Well, I didn't even tell her about it. She went in my DMs and saw this shit and was so shocked that I actually did not take the money. And she's like, nigga, why didn't you take the money? I'm pointing at my wife over here. She's off the camera for y'all that don't know.
So, see, I'm going to teach you something right now. As a therapist, as a friend, as a co-host. The right thing to do would have been like, yo, some sugar mama just offered me some money. What you think? We about to take this bitch to go play dominoes?
In my mind,
take her to the casino? I know from my mama, old ladies love the casino. Give them some slot money.
I just didn't believe that she didn't want me to do anything sexual with her. And it was like, in my mind, there's no way I can eat some 80-year-old bitch's pussy. Like, it's not fucking happening. It was like, that was the only thought in my mind. Like, well, I done gave you all this money. Now you already know you got to do something strange for a little bit of change. No, you never know.
You have people that you could send them feet pictures and they don't know who you are. You just send them pictures of their feet and girls make thousands of dollars. Probably, I don't want to say million, I don't know. But mad money off of sending feet pictures.
That's true. Would you be in a relationship with somebody who had an OnlyFans account?
It depends. What's on their OnlyFans?
Everything. They bringing in 50 bands a month.
I'm not gonna hold you. I will marry Tokisha and she got OnlyFans.
Oh.
So I can't even. I don't. I don't.
I don't know who Tokisha is, but how she said it, the image came in my head, and I was like,
she's a Dominican rapper, and I love her.
I know who
she's
Tokisha
nasty.
is. My wife is saying it over here. Like, who the fuck is Tokisha?
Tokisha's lit. I fucking love Tokisha. And she got OnlyFans, so
I don't have her OnlyFans.
No, I don't have her OnlyFans too. I've just seen it on
OnlyFans for anybody.
I've just seen it like on Reddit and other sites. No, but I think I would date. They'll just have to be very open about what they do or don't do. Everyone has a sexual past. I'm very open. So I feel like everyone has a sexual past. Everyone has their own sexual experience. Whoever the fuck am I to judge what you've done or haven't done?
Right.
As long as it's communication, you tell me and I make the decision to be like, yeah, I still want to talk to you. Once I start talking to you, I can't get mad about what you was doing on OnlyFans. That's how you make money.
Okay, that's maturity.
You could set boundaries. Maybe if you're not comfortable with them doing new stuff.
Right.
Like, yo, you could repost your old videos if you want to volunteer as videos. Okay. If you're okay, I wouldn't do that. But like, you set boundaries on what you're comfortable with. And if you're not comfortable with it, don't be in that relationship.
Yeah, motherfuckers is getting rich off of OnlyFans. During that pandemic, I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, I'm about to start selling some fucking eggplant pics, cause brother is struggling, yo. A nigga is struggling. Like, what? Fuck this. Fuck, put your pussy lips on live. I'm about to put this dick pic on live and get this check.
Sex work is real work, but I couldn't do it.
Nah.
You could be my partner and you do it. We figure it out, but nah.
Now, what about just putting like feet pics or
I would do that shit.
or like what's the shit where you're like, there's motherfuckers now that just like to be humiliated and get a check and pay for this
like,
shit. I forgot
pay pigs.
that's what you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
we
pay
had
pigs.
We had a whole conversation.
Listen,
about
we
fucking
don't
pay
kink
pigs.
shame here. So pay pigs is someone that likes to be, it could be verbally, it could be like sexually, like dominating them. They like to be humiliated, and they pay you for that.
That's crazy.
So there's like, you could go on apps and you find like a pay pig where you're like telling them, you're disgusting, you're not worth anything. Like, you're talking down to them, and they literally pay you for that.
Wow.
And it's like, it doesn't have to be in person stuff, and they really pay for that. So that gets them off. They like that.
Shit.
There's apps, so it's like now dating doesn't have to be complicated if you know what you want.
Okay.
And if you are willing to like find a person that actually wants the same thing as you. Now, yes, can there be people that's misleading? Absolutely. But that's like the ups and downs of it.
Now back to this pay pig shit, right? Because we can't just bring this shit up and not fucking just skip right over it. Mm-hmm. You're a therapist. What would you diagnose a motherfucker who want to be humiliated? Is this a kink or is this a nigga that's fucking got some childhood trauma?
It could be both.
Damn.
A lot of times, kinks can be genetic, and kinks can be trauma based. It could be genetic, or it could be just like circumstantial. Like if you see stuff, like people just like what they like. So I don't kink shame for the most part. I don't kink shame.
Okay.
So it could be that it reminds them of their childhood, so it's trauma based. It could be that their mom likes getting humiliated, or it could be a lot of times people. All right, so something people don't know. A lot of times people that have kink shames like that, they're not usually lower level. A lot of times it comes from people who have they have power, they have dominance in their everyday. Like, let's say like a Wall Street guy, that's like always, I don't fucking know what the fuck Wall Street does. But they're like talking down to people, and they're like the top boss or whatever every fucking day. They're in boss mode. When they're at home, they want to give up that control, so they like being humiliated. Talk to me like
I know you say we don't kink shame, but there's one fucking kink that I think you gotta shame because it's not a kink. It's a motherfucker that's sick. I've been scarred for fucking almost over a decade for that 2 girls 1 cup shit. Like, that is not a fucking kink.
Yo,
like,
I was talking about that the other day with some. Nah, that shit was nasty.
I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she said she went on a date with a nigga. The date was amazing, right? And she said they went back to the crib. She was gonna give it up, and the nigga said, "Yo, I want you to shit on my chest." Like, what the fuck? Like, how is that turn you on, my nigga? We shaming that shit. Everything.
All right, no, see, all right.
As a therapist,
it's not your preference. It's not your preference, but something. All right, everything. So when it comes to kinks, that's nasty. It's not your preference, but
a preference. Come on,
no,
man.
No, because you don't know where that's coming from.
That is sick.
That's nasty. Would I ever? No, that's a dub. That's disgusting.
Would you ever shit on somebody though if they said, "Baby"?
If it's like the person I'm talking, no. If you're like no, that's dub. However, you telling me you gonna get, because a lot of bitches, $1 million to shit on your chest.
Yo, there's some shit now in Dubai or something where
that's what I've seen videos of shit like, not seen videos, but I've heard of videos of shit like that where they pay bitches like mad fucking breads, like
to shit
Dubai
on them, eat
niggas.
Shit, like
people are weird, not weird,
sick.
But that's. I wouldn't do it. That's nasty. But you pay me $1 million.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I'm gonna eat like 3 queso chalupas from Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
It's a dub. Run me my money, sir.
The guests don't get that joke. So, worst date you've ever been on?
I said this story online before, but I'll say it again. I used to talk to somebody. I'm not going to give too much details. It's a long time ago. I used to talk to somebody, and I stopped fucking around with them. It was toxic. It just wasn't for me. I stopped talking to them for mad long. Like 2-3 years. They try to shoot their shot again. They try to spin the block.
Yeah.
I've grown. I'm matured. They start talking their hot shit. So I'm like, you know what? You keep asking me to go on a date. Let's go on a date.
Yeah.
They're like, I got the date. Like, I'm taking you out. That was the issue.
Right.
The first time. They're like, I got the date. I take niggas out on a date. I don't care.
Yeah. Told me.
Yeah, I told you. I take niggas out on a date. I have no issue. So, this guy's like, date is on me.
Did I?
Would you?
I've taken you on dates. Like,
What date you took me on?
I've taken you on dates for your birthday.
Oh, yeah. She took me to Miami, y'all. Never mind. I'm here.
She's taking on your vacation. That edible
She hit
hitting.
me on Miami. I was just sitting here like, what date have I been taking on? Yeah.
On a cruise.
We went
Look
to a
at that. She takes you
cruise.
vacations
She take me
trump
on
dates.
vacation.
Vacation trump dates.
Okay.
Fly me out, baby. I'm trip mommy. I go away every 3 months. I fly niggas out before, so don't do that. Because I'm not I have fly niggas out. Don't play with me.
Good question. There's a whole thing I've been seeing online about the fly me out shit.
Okay.
If a nigga fly you out, do he deserve the box? Or is it like, nigga, you just flew me out?
Nobody deserves the box.
What you mean?
Let's hold on. You choose to give it to you or not. That's one. Nobody
The nigga
deserves
is a high
it.
quality
Nah.
nigga.
So it depends what his intentions. If somebody's on some friend shit, you friends with somebody, they're like, yo, I got your flight. Pull up.
That's different. I'm talking about a nigga you
But
do not
nigga,
know.
intention should be met. Obviously, if a nigga's flying you out,
You
y'all
should-
gonna vibe. Now, let's say it's the first time y'all ever met or some shit like that. Now that's different. Because
Yeah.
if it's someone you've been fucking with and he flies you out, obviously
That's a
you gonna
given.
do something with him. Like y'all gonna enjoy the fucking trip. Be on the balconies. Make some fucking videos. Fuck out of here.
But why
We
take
lit. We
the
outside.
trip if you know the...
But let's say you never met a guy
Right.
and he's on some first date. Let me fly you out. You gonna say no?
That's what I'm saying.
But let's say you go and the nigga's a whole creep. I gotta give you the box. I gotta give you box, but you a whole fucking creep.
Should never went on a fucking trip. Like,
That's on that shit. Yeah, you should. I wouldn't do that.
Especially if it's the same room.
If I'm gonna go on a trip somewhere, I'm gonna have my own room. Oh, we could go here, and you got your room, I got my room. If we
Right.
kick it, we kick it.
So, all right, where have you flown niggas out to? I want to hear this.
We're not
you
doing
fly
that
me out, baby?
because I post on my trips, and then you can narrow down one nigga it was.
Damn.
Like, we're not doing that. I go out the country all the time. You know I travel,
Yeah.
so I'm always out the country.
That's crazy.
Right now is the longest I've been without traveling outside the country. The last trip I took was
You just went to Vegas, right?
but that don't count. That's
That
in the
don't count.
U.S.
Vegas.
That don't count for me.
What's happening in Vegas? Stays
No,
in
yeah,
Vegas.
Vegas. I had a time in Vegas, but I mean out the country. The last time I left the country was August when I went to Aruba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I want to go to Aruba. That sounds like a nice little vacation.
that's my second time. All right, so look, Aruba. I got flew out to Aruba the first time, and then I flew out for Aruba the second time.
Okay.
So
How was that trip?
they was both fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you talk
I got
about
tight.
it?
I'm not gonna hold you. I got tight. I'm not gonna say too much. But now it was all right. So I got tight because the first time when I went to Aruba, it was my birthday. So I was in a relationship and he took me to Aruba for my birthday. Hair flip. And then in August it was his birthday. So
You
I
took
took
him?
but I'm
Okay.
tight because I flew some bitch out and the bitch didn't come, so I was dumb tight.
So you paid for her
she
ticket?
She
Damn.
I was like whatever, but like I paid for her ticket and the bitch missed her flight.
Damn.
You had one job.
Okay. I mean, it was a good day for monogamy, I guess. Right?
Nah, we still find shit. We said we outside. We still found some shit. Like we was just trying to in-flighted, you know?
All right. So monogamy versus polygamy. Like, which one would you prefer?
Me personally, or like what you like societal?
Personally, society is not practicing, I don't think, either.
Yes. Both. No, there's I think it's like
Monogamy.
even. No. Monogamy is the majority, but is not
Really?
like polyamorous relationship is getting bigger and bigger, especially now in this generation.
Now, I'm talking about polygamy though, like a motherfucker.
Like marriage,
like
like
a
all right,
nigga's
so
marrying
yeah.
multiple women, like. Or,
I mean, obviously, it's illegal. Like in the U.S., is illegal, but you have people that have multiple relationships, and sometimes what they'll do is like the partners will be married to each other or something like that. Outside the country, it's not, but marriage doesn't have to be like illegal because they have like marriage ceremonies and shit.
So, would you see yourself being in a polygamy, like a nigga married to other women than you?
I mean, I've been in a lot of different polyamorous relationships.
Okay.
Not polygamy, like not marriage, like, cause I've never been married, but I've been in polygamous relationships.
Okay.
Where I've been in open relationships, and I've been in relationships where we date together or we like do things together, like we play together, things like that. I've been in a lot of different styles of relationships.
Did you ever see
Dibbles and
yourself
dabbles
being
and
like in a monogamous relationship? You ever see yourself finding that? You believe you could find that one person that's just like, you know what? I just love this person so much. Fuck everybody else.
and
just,
never touch nobody ever
yeah,
of any gender?
yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No, I
That's
can't.
real.
I can't. I'll be honest. I feel like what I get out of a man is different what I get out of a woman.
Okay.
And
So what's the difference?
I can decide to, but I'm always gonna want it. And I just feel like if that's what I want, that's what I want. I'm gonna be clear with that. I can bring it down to one man and one woman. But I feel like what a man can give
Good
me
shit.
emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually is different from what a woman could give me emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually. It's two different things. And I'm not limiting myself to just one. That's a dub.
So what's like the difference? Like what's the difference being with a man and being with a woman?
It's such a manly question.
I know. I'm glad that she's a female because this would have been hard to ask a guy. No.
I ain't gonna hold you. Can somebody get us a shot glass? We need a shot.
Yeah.
I need a shot.
I'm so glad. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to know.
Somebody get us a shot.
What's the difference?
Yeah, a little shot.
Make sure y'all go and cop some Black Label gear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Black Label or no label. Yeah. All right, cool. So.
All right. So the difference. I cannot speak for anybody else. I'm going to speak for myself and my preferences. And we don't kink shame here.
Except for the 2 girls, 1 cup shit.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not circling back on that. I saw how, like, no, we don't do that. So, okay. For me, personally, when I'm involved with a guy, I want to give up the power to you.
Okay.
So, sometimes I could be aggressive. It depends. If they're into that, they're okay with it. I could definitely take control. But sometimes, I want that
like,
aggressive back. I'm an aggressive woman. I'm daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy now.
Until you meet the right nigga, then it's like
No, because even if it's the right nigga, I'm going to be like, I'm a switch. Like, I like both. I like something, but for most of the
ask
time.
The question that came to my mind, that was,
what's the switch?
My Jamaican niggas a box me. Ain't gonna ask it.
What's the switch? Go ahead.
It's just that. Let me tell her, let her ask it, because I can't ask this shit.
What's the switch?
It's
Wait,
just,
is that what you're asking?
Ask her if she ever used a strap on the nigga.
You just asked me. Personally, no. No, I've never, on a guy, no.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it. I've never done it. But I think I would do it on some, like, I want to try that once with, like, not someone I'm with.
Okay.
Like, relationship-wise, I don't feel like I would. Don't judge it, but.
I ain't judging.
No. I said I don't judge it. I just
was like, because, you say you was the aggressive girl.
No, I'm aggressive. Like, I might want to tie you up.
I was like, oh.
Whip your ass, electrocute you a little bit, shit like that.
I was tied up one time and I almost lost my life, y'all. There was a time. See, guilty. It's a time my
Off
wife
camera things.
it was before we was married. She was in some kinky shit. And she's like, oh, let me tie you up and shit. So I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, baby. I only seen this
I'm
on
with all the
TV.
shit.
I'm with it. She tied me up with like some fucking, this is back in the day. This was fucking PlayStation controller wires. This had to be PS2. So I'm tied up to the bed with PS2 wires and shit. So
Rug
she's like, oh,
burns
I'll
on
be
your
right
arm?
back. So all I hear
Wire
is the
burns?
fucking stove turn on. So I'm like, what the fuck? The stove turn on. The next thing you know, I hear shing, shing. So I'm hearing knives and shit. So I'm like, I don't think I want to be tied up anymore. Like, what the
About
fuck
to
is going
roast you
on?
like a turkey.
And this motherfucker was heating the knife. Was heating the knife on the stove, smelling some fucking wax, and started pouring this hot ass
sorry.
wax on my chest.
I'm
And was about to
snorting, guys.
burn
I'm
me with a
sorry.
fucking knife. I had to break free and be like, yo, I'm going home, man.
So you
This
don't.
shit
So just to be clear,
shit is
he
crazy.
does not like candle play. That's called candle play.
I'm learning something new every day.
That's called candle play. You don't like it. So she burned like a regular candle on you, and it like burn you.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck.
Okay, so
Why wasn't
we
I?
gonna get it on camera, right? We gonna get your permission.
Okay.
All right. Would you be willing to try that again? However,
Absolutely
wait.
not.
Shh. Listen to me. So, I'm gonna put you on.
What
You
about?
can buy a candle that you turn on, and let's say you laying on your stomach. Your wifey straddling you. Wifey,
You gotta.
not like wifey sitting on your back. A massage. She's gonna massage you.
I feel like I'm about to get hit with a strap. So
No,
I don't want nobody sitting on my back.
No. Listen. Matt, all right, she's sitting next to you. She's sitting
Okay.
next to you. She's sitting next to you. You're laying
right.
down.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn a candle on.
Right.
When the candle drips, it's not gonna burn you. It's gonna be massage wax. Cause they have that. It turns into massage oil. She burns it, it doesn't wax. You know how wax like turns like cold?
We gotta get some black label wax and shit. Cause you got some crazy ideas.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So you turn the candle melts, but instead of it like wax hitting you, it turns into massage oil. It turns into like creams and things like that. Like it goes right into your skin. So it's warm. You ever got like a professional
Yeah.
massage with like warm oils?
I got.
So that's called candle
massage,
play.
but never a professional.
So that's candle play. So that's like that's what I'm saying. Like so, a big thing with dating. I feel like. See, this is hard to have. This is a hard conversation to have with you because you're a black man, and sometimes you're not as open to this conversation as most people.
I don't know what she's about to say, so she might be right.
So one of the biggest things to consider in dating in this generation is sexuality and sexual orientation.
What do you mean?
A lot of people don't identify in one way. And I feel like in us, like minority communities, a lot of times people aren't as open to exploring outside of the norm.
I think I know what I like. It's true story, right? I ain't gonna out this brother. But the other day I was talking to somebody and the motherfucker said he was confused about his orientation, right? So he had to let another nigga suck him off to figure out whether he was heterosexual or homosexual. And he realized he didn't like it and he was heterosexual. In my mind, I don't gotta go that far. I just know pussy is amazing.
Can I ask
Especially
you
her
something? Can I ask you something?
I was just like, go ahead.
You ever ate duck?
Duck, of course.
Okay. You
Where we going
ever
with this?
ate pernil?
Pork, yeah. Swine,
pork.
yeah.
Oh, you ever ate tadpole eggs?
No.
Would you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Is there anything that you think you wouldn't eat?
I'm open to trying like
Is there like anything in the world like goat balls?
people. Goat
People?
balls.
You wouldn't eat people?
Unless I was like in a fucking crack. I'd starve to death. I wouldn't eat a person.
You wouldn't eat a person?
I mean,
I'm not gonna hold you. That's a whole other because I just finished watching Society in the Snow.
Yeah.
And that shit was fucking lit.
Yeah.
It was about like a plane crash
I
that
heard
they
about
and they
that.
had
Yeah,
to eat.
yeah,
It's a real
yeah.
story, and there's a show called Yellow Jackets that's based on it. It's manga too.
I'm started watching that. Yeah.
It's manga, yeah. So, but you wouldn't eat people. How do you know if you've never been put in that position?
I don't know. I just
How
rather
you
die.
know that you don't like dick if you've never had dick?
I don't like dick, period. I got a dick. I see what this dick does, and I don't want that done to
All
me.
right. And that's preference. That's fine.
Period.
That's I know you can. That's a decision. It's a decision. It's a decision. You don't want to try it, and I'm not trying it.
I'm good.
You don't want to try it, and that's fine. That's a decision. You never know. I'm not saying you're trying it.
Nigga.
I'm not.
I'm
right.
not shaming nobody that,
No.
if that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? It is.
But I
me?
agree. No. I just agree with the concept that I'm the type of person, I'll try something once.
Good question.
I don't know how I'm going to like it or not. If it's something that I'm just like, nope, I'm not going there, it's because I feel like I'm well informed and I'm like, dang, like, that's not it.
So, for you, right, did you know, like, off a rip, you liked women, or did you try it first and you were like, oh, I like this shit now? Like, what was it for you? Or was it like...
I'm not going to hold you. A lot of people, I argue with people about this conversation because a lot of people be like, oh, it's learned behavior.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, oh, it's trauma based, or like, oh, they saw it, so they did it kind of shit.
Right.
And for as young as I can remember, like, I want to say like middle school and up, like, you know, when you start looking at boys and shit, people will always be like, yo, you like girls. And I was a whole, like, I'm talking about 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I was a whole fucking virgin. I probably barely kissed boys. And I was like, I'm strictly dickly.
Yeah.
But I knew I would look at girls like, oh, shit, this bitch is lit. Like, this bitch could get it. I remember when I was like, oh, this is, I don't know if I should say this.
Go ahead.
I remember I was like,
in
fucking like, nah, I'm not going to hold you. Like, what's that shit called before you start, like, elementary school?
Preschool?
No, like that. It's like
Kindergarten?
it's not kindergarten. Head Start.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a Bronx thing. That might be a Bronx thing.
yeah.
Is Head Start Bronx thing?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
Head
even think
Start?
they got Head Start anymore. I know they
I'm
had
talking
Head
about
Start.
like in the 90s when we was little.
Yeah. I
You remember Head Start?
Yeah.
Then you'll do it, and even when you was like in pre-K and kindergarten, you'll still go to Head Start
Yeah.
and shit. Like they'll give you like, you know, that extra tutoring for the smart kids. I was gifted and talented and shit. So I remember like I want to say I was like 8 maybe.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to the bathroom with some girl. She was like, I'll show you yours if you show me mine. And I looked, I was like, oh, that's interesting. You got what I got. That's cool.
How old was she?
Like 8. We were both 8.
Wow.
But it wasn't like it wasn't nothing sexual.
This shit sound crazy as
No,
fuck.
it wasn't
8-year-old.
nothing
We about to get canceled. Episode 2, y'all. 8-year-olds showing each other they pussy.
I'm talking about me. But it wasn't nothing like sexual. We didn't touch each other, kiss each other, nothing like that. It was like you look at like, oh, what body part you got? People got different, like you got me. It wasn't like that.
I've never done that shit. Like I've never, like real shit. Like I've never.
Y'all guys be in urinals. Y'all all look at each other while y'all pee.
There's a rule. There's a rule for when you use the urinal. And I think only foreigners don't know this fucking rule, because when I be at work, niggas want to pee right next to you. But the rule is, if I'm peeing, if there's 3 urinals, I'm going to pee at urinal 1. Don't come and pee at urinal 2. Go to urinal 3. But if it's packed, I'm going to just wait. That's just the rule. It's
You can't just go in the toilet area?
Sometimes it might be packed or whatever. Sometimes you'll go there like, all right, fuck it. But that's like it's like an unspoken rule. Like, do not pee next to me, bro.
It's too. See,
we are a homophobic society. This is crazy.
No, but see, no, it's culture based. It's culture though. That's not everyone.
That's what I mean. Like,
it's culture because not everywhere. Like I said, I travel a lot. I be leaving the country like every 3 months, and different cultures, different societies, they aren't that thing. America is very stuck up and stigmatized about homosexuality. There's other countries, obviously, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, like worse countries that it's like not even legal and things like that. Like you can get killed. You can get killed in every country for that. But
damn,
there's other countries that shit is like a guy's holding hands. You my friend. I'm holding your hand and we're friends. Like it's not like ha ha. Oh yeah, I made out with my guy friend. Like other cultures think of that differently, and you can't judge that.
Nah,
It's
I
just
agree.
it's not for you, and that's it. That's cool.
Nah, I feel you. It's just in America that shit sound crazy. Like I had an African friend.
I feel like for guys, but not for women.
I had an African friend, and he was talking about in his country how the guys would hold hands. And niggas was just roasting him on the job, like, yo, but I'm like, yo, this is his culture, but it just, American culture, it just doesn't sound, it sounds crazy, because, you know, one, we're over-sexualized, like, every time you turn on the TV, it's like, some bitch getting naked, like, power, like, I love power, but every episode, y'all gotta have a sex scene, like, I'm there watching that shit.
Because a lot of people just watch it for that. That's where they're getting their...
I got my baby, I didn't even know... She's aware of shit. We
She
watching
not
Power.
your baby.
A fucking sex scene come on. My baby start paying attention. I'm like, nah, we gotta turn this shit off. Like, what the fuck? That shit made me say, damn, what the fuck is wrong with America?
But even in cartoons though.
Cartoons too, yeah. I haven't seen a cartoon in so long.
But if you rewatch old cartoons that we used to watch, them shits be mad sexualized. But all right, so going back to what we was talking about.
Right. We had a nice edible and some patu and
niggas is lit. Wait, the shots.
Oh shit, we were supposed to drink these as shots? I just thought they poured them to us so we could drink.
No, I put some in my cup.
Okay.
We're taking a shot. You don't take that whole big shot.
I know.
Espérate.
English.
Wait. Pa arriba.
Pa arriba.
Pa abajo.
Pa abajo. Pa.
Bajo.
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 Para arriba.
Para arriba.
Para abajo.
Para abajo.
Means for up, for down. Para el centro.
Para centro.
For the center. Para adentro.
Para adentro.
Inside. Wait. So now we're going to say it all together.
I don't remember none of that.
You're going to repeat after me. Pa arriba.
Para arriba.
Pa abajo.
Pa abajo.
Pa el centro.
Pa centro.
Pa adentro.
Pa adentro.
So yeah, like when you're dating someone, when you're getting to, like, let's say you're single.
Right.
I know you haven't been single in a long time.
Right.
So try to think of way back wander. So you single and you on the prowl. I'm going to go mingle. I want to date someone, like like a relationship.
Okay.
Should you be dating and focusing on one person only, or should you date multiple people and kind of see the selection?
Nah, you should definitely keep it player, keep it P, and date multiple people to see which person is the best candidate for you. Because I feel like if you just put all your eggs in one basket, that person could be... Now, after this narcissist fucking episode, that person could be a fucking narcissist and just be telling you whatever the fuck you want to hear. Fuck that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
All right, but you're saying that for male or for everyone?
For everybody.
Because then for women, you get a different stereotype if you're doing that.
That's if you fucking everybody, that's a problem.
So, okay, but then that goes into how long are you dating someone without having sex?
I say the 90-day, bro. I say 90 days. I know y'all niggas looking at me crazy, but 90 days, it gives a person enough amount of time to see who the fuck they are. Because a nigga that's not interested is not waiting 90 days. Like 2-3 weeks, yo, bitch, we out of here.
What if I don't want to wait 90 days? What the fuck is that for? For who? Who's suffering? Both of us.
You trying to find a lifetime partner. So 30 days of not sex and you going to have sex for the
But what if
you
enjoy sex? What does that have to do with finding a life partner?
Or you get one of these toys and
that
you
is
entertain
not,
yourself.
All right. No, I am big on the self-pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the roster's for too. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. If you're dating someone, what if you're attracted to someone and you genuinely like the connection that you have with them, you like spending time with them, they turn you on, which is rare sometimes.
Yeah.
And they know what to do with your body. Why not have sexual relations with them? Why wait 30 days if it's what you want to do and they want to do?
I feel like once sex is involved, it'll cloud your judgment. Like it's not just for me, right? It's not just a physical connection. Like for me, it's mental, it's emotionally, it's spiritually. So it's like if I'm connecting with somebody in a short amount of time frame, it's gonna block me from seeing, all right, who this person really is. You know what I mean?
So,
it's like you gotta kind of Man, fuck that. You gotta spank your shit.
But
and wait.
okay, so but what it
learn who
sounds
the
to
person
me is that you're equating sexual desires with respect.
How?
Because you're the way you're explaining it, it's like if I'm fucking you, I can't take you seriously. Why is that? If you're enjoying sex with someone and they're enjoying sex with you and you genuinely like each other's company, why do you have to put a time budget on how long is appropriate? Because as a man, if you want to enjoy yourself, you're gonna enjoy yourself, right? You're gonna if you want to fuck a girl and you horny, you're gonna have sex with a girl, right?
Maybe.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So if a female is horny, she has to go play with herself because then if she doesn't,
I'm saying both sides. I'm not just saying females. I'm not just saying females.
you saying guys gotta restrain?
I'm saying both sides need to restrain themselves.
Everything that's moving.
I'm saying whether you're male or whether you're female, it's just it allows you to have more clarity on the person. Like sex can really clout your fucking judgment. Like it's niggas around. True story. You know what I'm saying? When I was a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was a young nigga and I thought I was in fucking love. And it's like, it's always the first one you get in love with that fucking uses pussy to fucking clout your judgment and think you is love, but that shit ain't love. Now, if a nigga would have waited, and I feel like if I'd have waited and held on to my virginity more, I'd have had more clarity and shit when it came to relationships. But I felt like, nah, she throwing the pussy. We just going.
But that sounds like.
And it fucked up every other thing after that because it's like now I have to view every relationship now through this lens. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you
Why do you have to do that?
What do you mean why?
Why do you have to view? Why do you have to? All right. So if you wake up today, right?
Now she about to therapy.
No, because now you pissed me off. Because now you pissed me
How
off.
How pissed you off?
Because
I'm just saying, what happened to no shaving?
All right, no shading. We're not shading. But now you pissed me off. Because if you wake up today, right? Mm-hmm. And you get ready for work. And let's say, I don't know how you have to dress at work, but let's say you got to dress suit and tie. You ready to walk out the door. You drop coffee all over you. Fuck. Now you got to take 5 minutes and you got to get redressed and you got to, whatever. Now you almost get into a fender bender. You don't, but you almost get into a fender bender. And then you finally get to work. Now you're in a bad mood all day. Is it a bad day? Or did you let 2 bad experiences of the day fuck up your mood and make your day a bad day?
I'm not gonna lie, my nigga. This edible hit me. I didn't know what the fuck you said, bro. I'm sorry, yo.
Can we end the episode?
This shit hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? I was really trying to focus on what he was saying. Not Safe for Work podcast. But we talking about shit that'll get you fired, probably. Man, Free the Sinner and my homegirl.
Daddy Nellsz, a.k.a. Nelly what is it? Nelly underscore Nellsz. Nelly Nellsz, Daddy Nellsz.
So we gonna end this shit like this. Shout out to everybody that put this together live from McFly Studios. My nigga Sean, my nigga Sam, gang. Rec House, Black Label.
Just want it all, I just want it all. Wanna break the law, shipping off the wall. Hit me when I call, hit me when I call. Hit me at all.